spinning till the world go round.
Tapping in with Diamond House Productions.
Yo, this certified tapping in with Diamond House Productions.
Yo, we're going. So I'm gonna start off with you, certified. Where you from?
Shit, I'm from Douglas, Georgia.
Okay. What part of Douglas you grew up in?
I grew up on the east side.
Okay. How it is on the east side?
Shit, growing up here, that's what we was banging that. You feel me? Like, so I can't really say how it is. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really shit to do with Douglas, but growing up kind of crazy though. You know.
Can you kind of enlighten me on how it was growing up for you from your perspective?
To be real, I can't tell you on those street shit because I was on punishment a lot. So, you know, I ain't run the streets until I ran away. You feel me? So, by the time I did run away, though, that shit was hectic. You know, nigga was beefing about sides. Your ass ain't from over there. You get caught over there, they gonna do it to you.
Okay. Where you from?
You know, I'm from Waycross.
What part of Waycross you from?
I'm out that north, but you know, I was raised in the SAT.
So how I was growing up, you know, in the north?
You know, back then, you know, we was running with some big names, you know what I mean? Like, I was before my time, so, you know, 10, 11 years old, I was out of school trying to rob something, trying to jug, you know what I'm saying, get some money, because we was unfortunate when we were younger, so, you know what I'm saying? We was trying to get it whatever way possible, you know what I mean?
Okay, so certified, like how growing up in Douglas on the east side, how did that form you into the person you is today?
I can't even really say. It was more so, shit, it taught me to isolate myself and deal with who deal with me on the terms of for who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what type of people they breed on the east side in Douglas?
Crips. Right now, I would say right now.
Okay.
Shit, but I don't know though. We got some shit over there though. We got some people over there, but for the most part here, everything done been divided, so I ain't even gonna speak on it. And I've been gone for a while.
Okay. So what about you, ATM Marco? Like, how did growing up on like the north side like form you to the person you is today? Like, made you who you are?
Yeah, you know, when you a man amongst men, you know what I'm saying? We stand up. I grew up with stand-up guys. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that I grew up with, they still stand-up guys. You know what I'm saying? So when you're a man amongst men, you become a man. You know what I'm saying? This is what you learn from your circumstances.
Okay, that's very understandable. So like, what y'all got to say about school? Like, how it was like going to school? Like, did you have everything, or how it was certified? Let me know.
After 8th grade, school should be over with. It's over with for school. Because for one, you trapping a nigga mind into some bullshit that he ain't got to imply in life. So school really, that's what most people met me at school, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga ain't hang with me on the streets. I was in school when they met me. So, you know, school was the main factor for me to meet other people, really. I was, like I said, I was on punishment there my whole life.
Okay. And when you said with 8th grade, why you feel like 8th grade should be the end of school?
Because after 8th grade, really, not that your mind fully functional, but at the end of the day, you done learned everything you need to learn, and you can get ahead of life after 8th grade. You'll be ahead if you take somebody out of school at 8th grade and you give them the shit that really apply to them in life. They'll be ahead of life than everybody that graduate.
Okay. Seeing how you was in school, like, what's something that they don't teach in school that you feel like they should be taught?
Like credit. Real, like credit. Shit like that.
Okay. And why is that?
Because even once you get grown, ain't too many people, well, I ain't gonna say grown, but you know, on the hood term, when you in the hood, ain't nobody teach you about no credit, because they ain't never had credit.
Yeah.
So you be out here caught up with, you know, I ain't gonna say role models or whatever, people you look up to, like, as far as like, dang, bro, goddamn, got shit going. None of them got nothing but money.
Yeah.
They ain't got nothing else. They ain't got nothing but money.
Okay, so would you say credit outvalues money?
Of course.
Yeah, it most definitely do. It most definitely do.
So ATM Marco, so how it was going to school, like how you grew up in school?
I'm gonna say I kind of like misconcepted school, because I felt like the streets had more of a journey for me. You know what I mean? Like, I just, like I said, I was ahead of my time, so I feel like I was trying to do more than what I should have been doing. I feel like I messed up that a lot for me, you know what I'm saying? Because I could have had a better future if I wouldn't have been trying to be a street nigga, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I messed up a lot by not going to school and getting in trouble in school, fighting and doing what I was doing, because I was so drawn to the streets, you know what I mean? So
Okay.
I feel like if I had, I'm gonna say it like this: if I could do it all over again, I probably would have did the whole school thing. But you know,
Yeah. So like, if you was in school, if you was still in school, like, what would be your main subject that you would like on the academic level?
reading. Come on, man. Reading is fundamental.
What about you, sir?
Mouth. You
Mouth.
gotta need to know how to add some money.
Yeah.
That's it, mouth. You ain't got to know how to read Liquor Floyd.
Yeah.
You feel me?
The mouth won't come though. You know what? At the end of the day, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know what I mean?
Okay,
You
yeah.
count that up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never had to use a component or exponent. You know what I'm saying?
I forgot that.
Or square root. You know what I'm saying?
So y'all feel like most of the like we gonna get into the math subject. So you feel like you said, ACM Marco, you feel like as they progress with the math equations, you feel like so none of that shit really matters when you actually in the real world.
It applies to if you was doing some construction work. You know, you're gonna use fractions and you know what I'm saying, breakdowns and stuff like that. But far as like you going into it, you get deeper and deeper in the math, and when you get to breaking it down, none of that really pertains to nothing in life, period. Besides counting money, you know what I'm saying, multiplying. I say you use multiplication. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, fractions. Other than all that other stuff don't even apply. But if you reading is fundamental. If you don't read and you overlook, you know what I'm saying, what's going on, you will miss that, and then you'll put yourself in a situation that you don't want to be in. Knowledge is power.
Okay.
That's why I say reading.
So certified. What you really wanted to be when you growing up?
Man, that's crazy. Cause I ain't never really being on punishment made me want to be a serial killer on the low. I ain't even on no funny shit though. I'm being dead ass, bro.
Yeah.
Like growing up in the house, well, y'all always on punishment because your mama know you bad as hell. For one, that's really the reason why I was on punishment. So it made me angry to the point where I just want to start hurting people. You know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't really grow up around people, so I ain't had no playtime for nobody.
So you feel like always being on punishment, that shit turned you to be wild in a sense.
Yeah, I ran away. I had a good home too. I ain't even gonna lie, I was in a good home. Yeah, I ran away. It shit turned me up.
Yeah.
The nigga really ain't got no family down this way either, so
Yeah.
it would be crazy. So shit, most likely, more than anything, the streets became my family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what about you, Marco? What you want to be growing up like? If you had to choose.
I always wanted to be a rapper, man. My mama was my inspiration. I used to see my mama writing raps, you know what I'm saying, doing her little thing, kicking freestyles and stuff. It just kind of inspired me, you know what I mean?
Yeah, a lot of people don't know, but like I done heard a couple of your music. You are a good fluent rapper. You very lyrical, and you speak about that real shit. Like most people in this generation now, like they always speak about bullshit, this, other, and third. Like when you was rapping, you really gave that raw, uncut. Like this is where I'm coming from. This is how I feel about this, and you know, especially that word of the wise. Like my favorite lyric in that when he said, "God say not the judge, but the judges judge." Like with that lyric, like how did you feel about that lyric?
You know, it's because I've been in so many judicial circumstances, you know what I'm saying, where you standing there in front of that judge and you don't know what's gonna happen, you know what I'm saying? And then you get to thinking about all the times that you sit down and pray and you read the Bible, you know what I'm saying, and you reading over these words, and then you gotta apply that to life. And people just ain't gonna apply that to the everyday life like you gonna apply that to it. And you know, a lot of people try to say people gain religion when you sitting behind the wall, but nah, that's when you at your darkest time and you ain't got nobody in your corner a lot of times, so that's when you run to God, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like I apply that to the judge, and I don't give them the justification of saying, oh, well, I'm wrong because you feel like I'm wrong. How you feel like I'm wrong? You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I went through. You don't know why I did what I did. You know what I'm saying? So who are you to judge me? You know what I'm saying?
Like basically saying like you don't got no heaven and hell to put me in.
Yeah, you ain't got no heaven and hell to put me in. Who are you to judge me? Me and you the same people. You sin, I sin. We just do it in different ways.
Yeah. Okay, so y'all ever thought about going to the Army, sir?
what crazy when I was 17 and caught my felonies, the goddamn people tried to send me to the army for 7 years. It's like it was either take 10 years probation or we could send you to the army. I was like, hell nah, fuck no, cause I don't feel like I should fight for everybody in this world. To be real, that's the reason why I did it. And I wasn't finna not be like, oh damn, I don't want no felony. I'm finna go fight for the world. And which now, as a grown ass man, yeah, I probably would have win, most definitely. The license to kill, yeah, they could have sunk me.
What about you, Marco? You ever thought about going to the army?
Yeah, that's what I originally was supposed to do too. Kind of like on the same level as CERT. I was supposed to go to the army. They had let me out of jail to go. And I told them that I was gonna go. And I got mixed back up with the same people and I said, fuck it, and I ain't even go.
Okay, so this question for both of y'all. I'm gonna let you answer first, sir. Oh, on a scale of 1 through 10, how do you think temptation like plays a big part in your life?
Temptation really ain't. You speaking on now or then?
Like in general, like
in general?
Yeah, like how, like from a scale of 1 through 10, how do you think temptation plays a big part in your life? Like,
I give it a smooth sell.
Yeah.
I give it a sell.
Why you say that?
Cause shit be tempting. When it get tempting, then it's something that catch your eye or whatever your ear or whatever. Like it's hard not to fall through with it, really.
What about you, Trump?
I'm gonna give it like a 2 or a 3. I'm gonna put it right in between. I say 2.5 because I feel like I done mastered a lot of things that was tempting me. You know what I mean? My biggest problem always been females. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no real addiction or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? That I'm just stuck on. You know what I'm saying? I always could quit whatever I was on, but it's always been females.
So, what's something positive like in this generation that you could give to the youth, certified?
Man, you better save that money. Save that money and love who love you. That's about the 2 main things though.
What about you, Trump?
Think before you do. Make your next move your best move, and don't let that left hand know what that right hand doing.
Do you mind elaborating more on that? Like when you say don't let that left hand know what your right hand do, like what you really mean by that? Like
everything ain't for everybody to know. You can't speak on your moves before you make them.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask y'all this very important question. This is one of my favorite questions to ask. Like, if you had the power, whether you God, the president, no matter what it is, if you could change one thing about this world and that shit be permanent, what would you change?
Everything free. Cause then what the fuck ain't anybody gonna have a problem with anybody for?
I mean,
really,
yeah. I mean, that person can't talk about that person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it even out the world.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. That's good. No, can you get into that a little more?
Shit. None of this shit was. They didn't pay for this shit. From my understanding of history, they taught me that these folks came over here and slaughtered folks for this shit. They actually taught us this. So it's like, y'all came over here and took somebody else's shit, brought people over here to pay y'all shit. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then most time, I deal with upper class people, so I notice like, yeah, them folks don't. That's why I say a lot of shit about credit, cause I notice nobody really use their own money. They just pay their money back to make better credit. You know what I'm saying? So that's real more so the reason, cause like everything needs to be free.
Okay, Marco. So like, what thing like that you could change about the world and like that shit just be permanent? It stays like this forever because I made it that way. What would you choose?
The judicial system. If you ain't locked up for a serious crime like murder or rape or something like that, you wouldn't have to be locked up. You know what I'm saying? You would just have to go through rehabilitation. And even with murder, I feel like after you serve like 10 years, you done rehabilitated. You know what I'm saying? You got people that don't. But I feel like the judicial system would have been changed. And I'm not gonna make it selectively about black people. I'm gonna just make it about everybody. Because everybody go through something. But if you don't rape somebody or touch some kids or something like that, nah, I'm gonna give you the boot. You know what I'm saying? You need goddamn an elbow.
Nah, you need a face shot. That's just
I ain't gonna kill them. Because I ain't nobody to put nobody in that position. You know what I'm saying? To speak like that negatively.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
And that's and that's
what I would have done and what they would have done, you know what I'm saying, might be different. You know what I mean? I don't want to speak negatively on it, but like I say, your ass will be locked up.
And that's real though, like, like a lot of people be more worried about the drug dealers and niggas just doing street shit, like you said, and the rapists. Like, these niggas taking people's manhood or womanhood and y'all just overlook that. I mean, they pay attention to it, but they more be so stuck on, oh, he probably done raped the niggas, but this nigga out here selling drugs, so we gonna pay more attention to him. You feel me?
Yeah.
So like I got a very important question. One of my second favorite questions. Like, what's your inspiration? Like, what inspires you?
Camp Carroll. It's on the way. By New Year's, we'll be up and going, for real. But that's what inspired me. Goddamn, Carol Levin just inspired me, for real.
Yeah. Is Carol Levin, that's a real person?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you explain, like, how she inspires you? Like, you don't gotta go into full detail. Just give me,
I'll go. But it's like, for me to be a nigga off the streets, and I'm gonna say it just what it is, for white people to take me in the way they did, that shit inspired me to do better, like, a lot better, like, cause it ain't you could never imagine, you just imagine a grown ass man basically being adopted into a family that got shit going on, for real,
like just off the love.
Yeah, just off of me being me. So once I realized I wasn't a problem to people, I'm like, damn, these folks, if I was a problem or a hazard, these folks wouldn't have me around. You know what I'm saying? Especially with what they got going on, they wouldn't have me around. So it inspired me. They'd be like, I'm finna cut everything out and just roll with this. Like, yeah.
So Marco, what's your inspiration that you can explain and elaborate for that to be your inspiration?
My kids, they inspired me to go harder and do better. Because I see that I can make a difference in somebody's life. I made a difference in theirs by just being a father.
So do you feel like more black fathers don't get acknowledged or recognized as much?
I feel like the system is set up for fathers not to be in the household.
Why you say that?
Because circumstances that we grew up in. You already got the odds against you when you're born. You're born with the odds against you. A lot of us don't got businesses. A lot of us don't got a stable family at the house. So you adapt to what you see. And you just go from there.
Been roaming around. Who gon' come and save